Hi, Professor. How are you?
Hello, fine, thanks.
I hope you're doing well.
Thank
Can you please introduce yourself to us?
Okay, my name is Nihan Aytekin. I am from Turkey. I am from Izmir. I am now living in Istanbul and working in Beykent University in Communication Faculty, Public Relations and Advertising Department.
Okay. So, which majors did you study in university? And which certificates did you get?
Okay, my field was Public Relations and Promotion in university, and 4 years we had education from that field, and then I continued as MBA and PhD my career, and in the beginning I was studying topics related to business, related to business communication, public relations and advertising, but especially related to business. But then in my PhD, slowly I started to look at the topics related to critical theory and culture, and also body, and also space and place. All these things I'm interested in, and also I have a book about time in advertisement. So these are the topics now I'm interested in. I left that part about business, and now I'm reading and writing on critical topics.
Okay. So, what inspired you to move from business to going to these critical topics?
Yes,
and advertisements?
yes. 4 years in faculty, we learn many things about public relations. We learn many things about advertising, and when we had lessons, for example, about analyzing advertisement, for example. I understood that we cannot analyze an advertisement without looking critical. By reading more and more books, for example, about sociology, about psychology, social psychology, about politics, about economy, about philosophy, all these things, about arts, fine arts. Slowly and slowly, it has become a different file. Really, it's slowly it has become, because you need to read. In the beginning, I was studying on advertisements, but it has changed. It's enriched, we can say.
Yeah. Okay. So, since we're talking about advertisements, so nowadays, how can an advertiser catch the people's attention? What do you think, in your opinion, is a good advertisement?
Yes, nowadays, as we saw in our course, New Media and Advertising, it is not enough publishing an advertisement on newspaper. It is not enough showing an advertisement on TV. You need a holistic view. For example, we can look at, and you say that you watch advertisement on TV, you listen the same advertisement maybe on radio, you see internet advertisement, and also you attend, for example, Instagram content from the Instagram page of that brand. That kind of things, for example, you go out and you see programmatic advertising, for example, and that kind of things. Different things are related to technology, and all the messages come to you and it affects you. For example, I want to give you an example. Maybe you heard that Netflix has a new series, Uysallar. Maybe you heard that. The agency is Tribal Istanbul. They created a special house in Karaköy until 10 of April, I remember. They created special house, different rooms in that building. So different things, for example, you are playing dart or you are using colors to paint the walls, that kind of things. So you experience the things that related to series. For example, as I showed you in the lesson, Coca-Cola is using advertisement, but when you are watching advertisement on TV, you are at the same time clicking a link or liking the post in Instagram or playing a game in Instagram. That kind of things makes you remember the brand better, and also that kind of things make you to take that brand in your daily life.
Yes.
We can say that.
Yes. So, in your opinion, which platform is the most successful nowadays? Which platform can we say, oh, if I'm going to choose one platform, TV, radio, or whatever, which one do you think is the ultimate platform?
I think I cannot say exact one platform because of this holistic view. You cannot just advertise on TV and watch it. You need to put different. You need to go to customer from different media, because with transmedia we call it. I haven't shown it to you in this lesson. With, for example, you watch Star Wars movie, but Star Wars, the story in Star Wars movie stops somewhere, or events happening and stops somewhere. From that point, you read the story from Star Wars book. You read the story from the book, and then the remain of the story, you go and play the game. That kind of things, transmedia, we may call it transmedia. They created a story, but they not present all the story. They put slowly the parts of the story in different media. For example, you watch the movie, then you go to cinema. For example, you watch the movie on TV, then you go to cinema, then you buy the book, you play the game or other things, or you attend an event. That kind of things make it holistic. So I cannot just choose Instagram is good. Yes, Instagram is effective now, useful tool, but I always believe that the formats are not enough, enough for giving your best message. You may use Instagram, but it may be also useful for using traditional media like radio, matching them. A little radio, a little Facebook you may use, a little personal selling maybe. That kind of maths become a better solution for your brand sometimes.
Yeah. So you told us you have a book about time. Can you tell us about this book? What inspired you to write it, and when did you start writing?
Yes, that book was about time, and that was not about time. It's about authenticity, it's about memory, and it's about speed. I wrote it in pandemic. In pandemic, I started it nearly 2015, writing that book, and but slowly. I put the blocks. When you are reading a book, it is difficult to write exactly, for example, hundreds pages immediately. You have to read, and you have to think, and you have to rewrite again and again. And for example, one page you write, and again you write, again rewrite, until being perfect. Unfortunately, I don't think that it is perfect, but I started it writing, thinking about Mother's Day and Father's Day, because the first part was about Mother's Day and Father's Day. these special days are really important in advertising, and also these special days related to time, because related to memory, related to authenticity, because I look at the advertisements in 2015 in newspapers, and then I look at the advertisements on YouTube in 2020. I compare two different media and two different year. So I saw that in the beginning, in 2015, mothers and father figures were not authentic. They were not authentic. But slowly, in YouTube advertisement, I watched them. I saw that they became real mothers and real fathers. For example, in 2015, mothers, they do not have scarves, for example, but slowly they become local, more traditional mothers, and they are wearing scarves and that kind of things, and they are talking. This is something important. I think this is important. It has become more genuine. It has become more authentic. So that was my topic in first part, and second part it was also about time. It was about speed. There I look at logistic companies' advertisements, and I also wrote about the speed problem in advertising agencies, because once when we had a conversation with an advertising practitioner, she told us that I cannot find time for my children, for my family. It is so difficult working in advertising industry. You cannot sleep. There is no stopping in the business. So every time they are calling you, they want you to write something, that kind of things. So I started to think, what's happening with speed? Why we are so fast? Old people were not so fast, but now we are living in a very fast world, and that fast world destroys our personalities, destroys our humanities, we may say. So because of that speed, we destroy environment, for example, because we need time and we don't have time. So, for example, we don't cook and we buy, for example, fast food, and we destroy our own bodies, that kind of things, yes.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much. I really enjoyed it.
Thank you very much also.
And thank you for your time.
You're welcome. Have a nice day. Have a nice week.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes.